Africa, home to over 1 billion people. Africa has been touted as the next growth frontier for the world. According to the World Bank, agriculture is an essential ingredient of that growth. The sector employs 65% of Africa's labor force and accounts for 32% of its gross domestic product. But still, African farm yields are among the lowest in the world, with many African countries grappling with chronic food insecurity, unemployment and high poverty levels. A situation the president of the International Fund for Agricultural Development, Kanayo Nwanze, chiefly attributes to poor leadership and weak governance.
No amount of investment is going to transform a country when the leadership doesn't have a vision where it wants to move its people out of poverty.
Despite boasting of a youthful population, favorable climatic conditions, massive arable land and an abundance of natural resources, the continent spends at least 5 trillion shillings on food imports every year. The IFAD president faults many African leaders for failing to act tough against the issues that rob the continent of its potential to be a self-sustaining breadbasket and food supplier for the globe.
In the late 70s, when China had its famine and 1 million Chinese died, no African country was a net importer of food. What happened? I think if we can tackle this disease of corruption and poor governance, Africa will leapfrog way into the 21st century.
Nwanze advises that these two crippling issues can be easily tackled by focusing the management of public resources on the things that matter the most.
If we had better tax regimes, tax collection and redistribution, we will have enough money to construct our roads, to provide energy, to have social service for rural people.
The IFAD boss further says that modernizing agriculture through adoption of new technologies and mechanization will also boost Africa's farm growth. Nwanze believes that these approaches will go a long way in helping to rope in African youth into agribusiness.
If you look at the future, it is very bright. But the future is not in the hands of people like me, because our time has passed. The future is in the hands of people like you, the younger generation.
So will African governments rise up to help African youth meet that challenge? Patrick Igunza, The Big Question.